Welcome back, Stasa23 here, back again with some knife therapy. And before you, I got the Boker Plus Lateralus model number 01B0777. This is a JB Stout design, and if any of y'all are familiar with the much popular and sought after JB Stout, his knives are very, very hard to get, and you know, if you get the chance, they're quite expensive. So this is probably the closest I'll ever be to owning a JB Stout, and they did a pretty decent job on this one. And this is just a quick look. I just got this knife today. I'm going to show you the action right out of the box was pretty impressive. You see that one more time? I mean, it rockets out. You can also deploy it with the middle finger flick, and you can also catch it in that blood groove or fuller and open it like that. One thing that, you know, is causing a little stir between the knife community is this knife is all stainless construction. The front scale stainless and the back scale stainless, which may be a turn off for some people, but it seems like Boker's trying to hit that budget friendly market. They got this model, which comes in around $80, which is, to me, it's a good deal. You can also get the G10 show side version, which is around $70. You know, it's a toss up. It just depends on, you know, what you like. I will show you right now, if I can get you in there, that for being an all stainless model, see those pockets? I don't know if you can see them that great, but they heavily milled out pockets everywhere. Look at how deep those pockets are. So I was thinking this knife was going to be super, super heavy. It's not a lightweight by no means, but it's not a small knife either. It comes in, let's get a quick weight on this guy. Let's see. See, it comes in at 5.4 ounces, which is super heavy for most people, but I want to show you guys something. Even if they would have did this in all titanium, I got another Boker model that's done in titanium, and I even lightened it up by putting some lightning holes in it. And that's the Boker Vox F3. And let's get a weight on this guy. This is all titanium right here, people. 6.2 ounces. So I can only imagine it probably was about 6.8 before I put all the lightning holes in it. So you can see, and I'll show you right now, this F3 is even smaller than the Lateralus. I think, I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. If not, I'm sorry. As you can see, it's a good bit smaller, and it's a good bit heavier than this all stainless model. So, you know, even though I would have loved to see titanium frame and even milled out, would have been awesome, phenomenal. But you know, being that this is the only one they offer, I'm okay with that. The G10 model comes in right around 4.5 ounces. So you're saving, you know, you're saving a complete ounce with the G10. You know, like I said, it's gonna be what you rather. It has a nice drop point with a great amount of belly on it. I'm a fan of fullers. I just think it makes it so sexy looking. I like that nice top swedge that comes flat right here, peaks down. As you can see, they transition that all the way to the tip. You got some useful jimping up here. It's not overly harsh, but it's there. The bannering, you got the Boker Plus logo and that beautiful stone wash they do. And on this side, you got the Maker's Mark and D2 steel. I'm really happy to see that they put D2 on here and not like Aussate or something like that. I'm definitely okay with D2, especially for a knife like this. 0396. I don't know. I thought the model number is what I told you before, but maybe I guess that's the model number 0396. My mistake. Pretty simple construction. You got 2 body screws and your pivot screw. I love the milling pattern they put in here. It's pretty attractive, and it does offer some grip. You got a nice, let me see if I can show this to you, nice beefy stop pin. So being that this is a stainless all stainless construction handle, this thing is definitely going to be, you know, suited for hard use. I don't tend to go crazy with my knives, but you know, that's your forte. Go ahead. You got a nice generous lanyard hole. I like how they recess that. You can get, if you're a lanyard guy, you can definitely fit some 550 through there. You got two nice standoffs right there. I like how they didn't use just, your old standard. And, I mean, just look at all the extensive milling. I'm guessing, that might have been another reason why they didn't go with titanium, because all this extensive milling would have definitely cost a pretty penny, even though I would have probably paid for it. But in my eyes, they should have went with the G10 model, the one that's G10. They should have went that as their budget-friendly one, and then, like they normally do, they should have did it all tie with maybe S35, CPM S35VN. My bad, people. I'm just lost for words tonight. But as you can see, there's all kinds of extensive milling. There's really no sharp spots on here. The flipper tab's done. It's done decent. In my eyes, the way that slope goes, I wish I would have sloped it the other way, because you can't really use it as a push button like that. You actually have to get up on top of that point, which for me, after flipping it 100 times, it gets a little bit annoying, but not a complete deal breaker. As you can see, they have rounded it off. The sides, they're not sharp by any means, but like I said, it's just like, it seems like the flipper tab's always just, I don't know, not thought out. Because, I mean, if it would have been flipped, that slant would have been the opposite way. You could have easily put your finger down for a push button, and this way you just can't do that. It's pretty much a light switch, or if you want a push button, you have to push down on that point right there to rocket it out. The action on here is great. It's got cage ball bearings. I did nothing to this knife. I just got it out today. Another thing that I've noticed, well, before I did that, let me hurry up and give y'all a size, just because I was talking about, that it's not a small knife by any means. The blade comes in probably a little bit shy of 4 inches, about 3 3/4, and overall of about, let's see if I can get that closer up there, a little bit over 8.5. Let me give you a few size comparisons while we're talking about the size. One knife that is almost identical in size, just so you can have a reference, is the Spyderco Manix 2. Let's see if I can get those lined up. The Manix is a little shy, just a little bit smaller, not by much, but that's a pretty good size reference. Let's see, what else do I have? Let's see, I got another Boker, the Excalibur. These two are fairly similar. You got this little bit extra butt after the lanyard hole, so close in size, not exact. I got the Buck 110. I was messing around with this one a little while ago. Now these two are probably the close in size so far. The Buck 110 is maybe a 1/16 larger. And one last for size comparison, because I have it out, is your Delica 4. There you go. The Delica is a lot smaller than the Lateralis. Alrighty. Got our size comparisons out of the way. Whenever I had this, when I first got it in hand, it reminded me of the ergonomics of a Strider. If anybody's ever held a Strider SNG or SMF in hand, it's got really good ergonomics, and that's exactly what I thought about when it's got this little swell back here. Let's see if I can show you. It's both got the deep finger trawl right here, and then you got that swell coming out. Now the only huge, the difference is this one's a little bit wider, and this one also tapers that away some more, or flares out, I'm sorry. But you also have that upward right here. So just like in the SNG and the SMF, you got it's very, very comfortable and ergonomic. In this grip, you can also hold it like this in your reverse grip. Or hey, let me try that again. Reverse grip. I probably should just start this one over, but hey, let's go from here. And then also, you can choke up. The finger trawl, I wouldn't use it personally. It's a little small for my taste. See if I can compare it. You see, you got a full-on trawl right here. This one, just shy of, it's probably about the size for my pinky. I've noticed when the grind on this, let's see, I don't know if I'll be able to show this, but I think it's a flat grind. Let me see. Should have did my homework. This video just not going good for me. It feels like a flat grind, and it's nice, and it's not thick behind the edges. It should be a great slicer. You got almost a full height flat grind, nice and thin. Look, oh, almost cut myself just now. Let's see how it cuts through some natural material real quick before I let you guys go. Let's see some 550. Let's see if it'll pop through that. Yep. No problem. Let's see, my board's a little uneven. Let's see if it'll cut through. I'm doing this behind the camera, so being a little extra cautious. I don't want to slice and dice myself. There you go. There's some paracord. Let's see, a little bit thicker, some glow cord. Cuts through there, no problem. On all parts of the edge. Let's move up to a little thicker rope. This rope right here has this stuff encased in it. It's almost like a nylon or something like that. It's a pain in the butt. If the knife's not sharp or it's thick behind the edge, it won't cut this, and it cuts this with no problem. That one was just my fault. Easy. It's popping through this. Probably the easiest I've seen in a while. We'll go on to some even thicker rope. Let's see. This is some nasty rope right here. I'm about to put some force behind it, but wow, that was super easy. I mean, just popping through that stuff. No hot spots. It's the rope is just kind of coming untangled because that's an inherent beast of that. Also, this is some really hard. It's like a rubber banding for I think it's for scaffold builders, and this is some hard stuff to cut. Let's see how it works with this. Woo! Definitely had to put some work through that. I don't think it was the grind of the knife. I just think putting a lot of pressure on this jimping. See that it kind of leaves a painful spot. So if you be doing some tough cutting, you may want to use some gloves. Let's see if I can get this on frame. Doing a little bit of cardboard cutting. Wow. I know you can't feel it, but there's absolutely no resistance cutting through this cardboard. Very nice. And one more last cut. This is that plastic banding that you get pallet stuff wrapped up in, and that was no problem whatsoever. Let's try it again. This stuff is nice and abrasive. There you go. Let's see. Let me see. I doubt there's any. No edge damage. Let's see if I can find a piece of paper to cut. Just some regular loose leaf paper. Let's see. Woohoo! Didn't check the sharpness of this. I felt it. Definitely felt really sharp. And talk about this edge out of box is pretty sharp. Let's see if I cut a cross grain. Cross grain cutting is a little bit more hard. Not for this knife. This is your Boker Lateralus. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, please leave them down below. You know I love talking to you guys. Still getting together ideas and thoughts for my 500 subscriber giveaway. Hopefully I'll post something on that in the near future. Appreciate all y'all comments and feedback on prizes and y'all thoughts. That really means a lot to me. This channel's helped me out more than y'all can imagine in the last few months that I've had this channel. It helps me cope through a lot of pain, and you guys are always there supportive, and just, you know, it's a blast. I had so much fun doing these videos. I hope y'all enjoy. Please let me know what y'all want to see, what kind of content y'all want to see. Do y'all want to see more budget blades, or would y'all want to see some higher end blades? I'm never sure of, you know, I want to know. Y'all let me know. I do this for you guys, and I want to know what you guys want to see. So, hope everybody's having a wonderful day. And remember, guys, live every day as if it were your last. Peace.